Hello, my name is MC Clap Yo Hands, and this is my assistant, Clappa McDubs.
Hello.
We're coming from you live from the studio in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
And in this video, we will be telling you the best, or I guess most overpowered character in every RPG that we have played, which is not as many as I'd hope. But if you enjoy RPG videos, check out some other videos on the channel after this video. Alright, now before we get into this video, of course, I want to give a shout out to all the people who had gameplay for this video, because there's no way in heck I was going to get all this gameplay by myself, because you know what, I'm very busy right now. So you know what, let's go. So the first, let's just go in order. I'm going to name them off really quick. So first is going to be Rabid Retrospect Games, then Sapphire Sweet Coon, then Mario Bros 191, then Anonymous XYZ16, then Song Sir, then Servo 104 Gaming, then Bamethist 38, then Cyclone X, and Inquisitor Snappy, Aura Channeler Chris, Miggy, Don't Worry It's Just Kyle, Lemmy, King X, Theo SR, Sapphire of Chaos, and Jetstream Gaming. Thanks to all you guys for getting gameplay for this video. I hope if you watched this video that you enjoyed this video. And anyway, let's get right into this, because we have a lot to talk about in this video, and it's going to be pretty insane. And let's get right into this with our first game on this list, Dragon Quest I. And by the way, this will be in order of release date. So Dragon Quest I is the first one. What do you have to say? MC Clap Yo Hands.
I ain't even know characters in this game, but probably like the guy that you control, maybe.
It's like the one character you can use in battles the strongest.
Whoa.
Wow.
Do I have to explain?
No.
He got sword. He got armor. He
You
got
can
magic.
control him, which is actually kind of crazy. Controlling him? Alright, anyway, let's move on. This is dumb. Okay, Dragon Quest II. Also explain. I haven't played this one.
Well, you know, the best character... Who the heck is the best character?
You know.
It's everyone but that stupid Prince of Cannock butt
There's
dumb,
only
but
3 characters.
The best character is got to be the princess.
Good.
Because she can use the magic. Because the hero has no magic. He has really good swords and stuff like that. But, like, you need to heal, like, every 30 seconds in this game, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but...
Isn't there an armor that, like, heals you well, though, eventually? Erdrick's armor or something? Or is that in a different game?
I don't know if that's in the second one. I think it's
okay.
the first one.
I have no idea. I just read your article.
But, you know... Yeah. The worst part's that her max level is like 30 instead of 50. Or...
Yeah, why do they have different max levels? The only game that has different max levels and is good at it is Ni no Kuni.
Yeah.
Anyway. Alright, so yeah, the princess is the best because she can do things other guys can't do, so. Alright.
She has MP, unlike that stupid prince bum face.
Yeah.
Stupid
I've heard that prince is one of the worst characters in history. Alright. Heard he's better in the remakes, though. Alright, FF1. We've both played this one. Most people have played this one if they're dedicated RPG fans, but what do we have to say about this one?
What do you have to say about it?
Alright, I'll talk about this one. Alright, so like the Red Mage is going to be like the most well-rounded character, and the Warrior is going to be the best tank and all that crap. But honestly, I usually go around saying that Monk is my favorite character in this game. And I think you agree.
Yep.
Tell us what you have to say here.
Well, you know... He's not amazing in the beginning of the game.
No.
He can't take hits. He dies in like 3. But you literally use haste on him. You use temper. And you can like 2-shot every single plot boss. Every enemy's just gone.
Yeah. You were able to get Chaos killed in one hit with the Monk.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah, at the beginning of the game, like, literally, very beginning, like, Marsh Cave. But if you just put your warrior in the first slot, and I don't know, your white mage, since white mages have a lot of health or whatever, just put someone else in your second slot or something, or if you have 2 warriors, which is actually not too bad of an idea, or something. But, like, if you put the monk in, like, your last slot, you'll be totally fine. Like, the beginning of the game, they're not the best, but, like, after you get through that, like, first 1/4 of the game, they're going to be, and yeah, they don't start strongest with their dumb nunchaku, because you have to get to, like, what, level 12 for them to be. But once you, like, they can easily do, like, more than twice the damage of the warrior, honestly. I mean, unless the warrior has the ultimate weapon, but you literally get that after doing everything else, so. basically.
Yeah.
Other than Chronadia, but still, let's come down. But yeah, they're the strongest, and they're not as versatile as a red mage or as tanky as a warrior. But honestly, they're, I think, both of our favorite. The monk. All right. This early on this list is going to be a lot of FF games and a lot of
Dragon Quest.
I guess, yeah, just 3 Dragon Quests. Because sadly, we haven't played enough of them. But yeah, let's get into Dragon Quest 3. What do you have to say about this?
The best character gotta be that hero.
Hero. All right.
Because that hero can do everything. Just like a lot of heroes.
Yeah, you know.
Can, like...
What? A Dragon Quest
the best
game?
music.
Wait, equip the best music?
What am I saying? I swear I said equipment.
Best equipment, yeah. And like, I've been playing Dragon Quest 11 recently, and it just seems like the hero's always, like, strong, versatile, except, I guess, in the first 2 games.
It's been so long since I even played Dragon Quest 3, I can't even remember if the hero can cast magic or not. But
they can.
I think so.
They can. They can. I know that. Dude, I literally have looked up the spells, like, once, and I remember that. It's okay.
But your memory's better than mine.
That's debatable. Anyway, yeah,
What do you mean?
Also, the Sage is very good, though, when it comes to not being the hero.
Yeah.
Because they can cast all the spells.
Because, yeah, you can only have one hero. You can have as many sages.
If I remember correctly, the hero has, like, all the spells, the best equipment. But there's only one of them.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
And
correct us if
the sage is good, but it's a hassle to actually get.
Yeah, it's hard to get, but if you can, if you get don't have 3 of them, but maybe.
It wouldn't be that hard, but
yeah,
when you change your job, it goes back to level 1. So
that's so bad. They better change that in the HD 2D remake. I'm playing that.
It goes back to level 1, but you carry over some of your stats. So if you grind enough, you could just get max stats.
Oh,
but it's like
that's
10% or something that carries over.
Oh, and like Neo Kuni. Oh, that's cool. That's terrible.
But you can level up.
Yeah, I'm hoping they have in the HD 2D remake that's coming out soon. I'll probably play that as soon as it comes out. But it looks awesome. But hopefully we get the Thief as well as not having to start at level 1. That'd be a nice quality of life thing. Or maybe like a choice too. I don't know.
I mean, I just made a new character.
That's true, or something like that. Also, another thing, what was I going to say?
It was like Nico. I got to the final dungeon and I'm like, I can't beat this final boss because I was trying to do it without using the Sphere of Light, so I had to go register a new black mage named Nico. And then I just leveled him up for hours.
That sounds very frustrating.
It's a wizard.
But yeah, hopefully a new thief. Yeah, the wizard. Hopefully not a new thief. Hopefully we still get the thief, and also it'd be nice if they added some new jobs. I hope it's like a remake and not just a remaster in a different font, basically. Because anyway, let's move on. We have a lot of other games to talk about here. All right, Final Fantasy II. Who do we say is the best?
Gotta be my man Fearin.
Yeah, I mean
they're all the same, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. So in terms of actually how good they are, it would totally 100% be Minwu. Except Minwu's in the game for maybe 2 hours, unless you do Solar Rebirth, and Minwu's the best in Solar Rebirth. But if you're not doing Solar Rebirth, Fearin's definitely the best. He is more well-rounded than Minwu and Guy, and he has the best ultimate weapon if you're playing that version.
Please play that version. I had the great idea of playing the NES version. It's really bad.
Yeah. Honestly,
it's really bad.
I'm one of those people who adores FF2. I will stand up for this game any day if you're playing the PSP version. Not the Pixel Remaster. Pixel Remasters are personally pretty trash in my opinion. No offense, Square Enix, but you really biffed those except for the maps, the font and stuff. I mean, yeah, the music and the graphics are fine outside of the fonts, but you got rid of all the content. The FF3 is awesome, actually, because...
if I want to play FF3, I'm going to go play the 3D version.
Yeah, I will say...
you get characters.
The characters suck, though. No offense.
But you still get characters.
Yeah, that's true. But, I mean...
And you get...
I will say, it's fun, though, because you do get the 2D, and you also... The battles are so much faster. The 3D version ages. But anyway, yeah. That one is fun, because playing the 2D version is, a new thing.
Why are you ranting?
because that's what we do. It's fun, but like because there's not 2D versions outside of that unless you get some crazy translation or whatever. But like
It takes 2 seconds to get a translation. That's not crazy.
okay, well that version still sucks, kind of. But anyway,
I beat it.
the only thing that I would
It sucked.
yeah, the only thing I would say that's good about any of the other ones, really, I mean, like the maps are fine, music, graphics, but the FF6 opera scene in the Pixel Remaster is awesome. Anyway, but speaking of the best job in FF3, what did we say here? You said something different than me.
I said the warrior. Because the warrior, you get at the beginning of the game, it's got like swords, and swords are always the best weapons.
Okay, this is not really doing any justice to how
And
good it is.
You have advance.
There we go, finally.
I was getting there.
Okay.
I don't know the calculation, how the
I
game
will tell you the
calculates what
calculation.
advance does.
It starts at 1.3 times damage.
But it does damage, and it does more damage.
I think it starts at 1.3 or maybe it's 1.5. It might be 1.5 times damage. And then you can eventually get it up to 2.1 times damage. Or 2.3.
Which is a lot.
Yeah, anyway. But yeah.
Especially when you can do 100,000.
You can do 100,000 damage, and nobody gives the warrior enough credit. I think it's hilarious that people are telling me this knight. And also, the knight has, like, 52, like, what's it called? Speed. And in this game, speed is, like, it determines your hit count. And when you have low speed, you're doing no damage. Like, that's why the Viking does, like, 1,000 damage when, like, the warrior's going to be doing, like, 9,999. Like, it's because speed is a big factor, and the knight is also terrible speed. And the warrior can equip most, like, I think the warrior is honestly, like, in RPG history, I would say the FF3 warrior is one of the most, like, underrated things ever, and you get it right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, the warrior's the worst job that you start out with. I'm like, what?
Like,
You're telling me that black mage is better? Like, you're smoking methamphetamine if you think
whoa,
that the
we're gonna get banned.
we're gonna get demonetized,
banned.
bro.
Chill, buddy. Buddy.
No, anyway, but yeah, I would say, dang it, what's my other favorite? What's another favorite job here? All right, so the other one, the one I picked is Onion Knight, which is like kind of boring, but it really is, has access to all white black magic and the best equipment in the game. But I'm gonna pull up my second favorite really quick. We can move on to FF4 while I'm pulling this up, though. I'll just quickly mention it. So FF4.
So FF4. Once again, there's another.
It's another
duel.
Different.
I'm correct. He's wrong.
You're wrong.
The best character in FF4 has got to be my man Cecil.
Explain yourself.
He's got the swords.
Oh my gosh.
And you have him through the whole game. When he's Dark Man.
When he's Dark Man, you mean
Dark,
Dark
Knight.
Knight?
I'm not being racist.
No, you didn't.
When he's the Dark Knight, his darkness attack is really powerful. And if you're playing the... I don't know if this really counts as making him good, but if you're playing the... What's it called? 3D one, you get darkness on... You get the darkness augment, and then you put it on Cecil again.
Okay.
And then he has it. And then when he's a paladin, he's really good at healing out of battle if you run out of MP. And he just has, like, the highest attack stat, I think. Maybe Kane has higher, but Kane's bad because he doesn't have swords.
I will agree with you. If you're playing the 3D remake, I would say, like, Cecil, Rosa, and Rydia are, like, a 3-way tie. And then Kane's a little worse, and then Edge is just honestly garbage compared to the other ones. Which is kind of true in the 2D version as well. Although...
I played the 2D one.
Yeah, in the 2D version, I would say I put Rosa being the best, because Cecil's good, but he really doesn't do, like, a ton of... I don't know, I don't really like the 2D version as much, because the augments make it a lot more interesting. Rosa being able to pray and get MP back without... Because ethers are so expensive, it gets kind of boring, and Rydia kind of sucks compared to... But, like... Cecil's good, but also Rosa, and I guess Poron, but I think Rosa's better, is like your one healer. And, I mean, everyone... Cecil can barely heal. I mean, I think...
spam Cura at the end of every battle.
Oh my gosh, I'm talking about in battle, bro.
Who heals in battle?
boss fights. If you're talking about the 3D version, you're going to be healing in battle quite a bit.
I beat that game on hard mode and I didn't heal in battle.
I also beat that game on hard mode. You're an idiot.
I know, but I didn't have to heal in battle, so I'm just better.
You're telling me you didn't have to heal in battle on the super boss fights. You totally healed in battle. There's no way you didn't die to those flame beasts in the Tower of Zod. Don't lie to yourself. You did. You literally did. I remember.
But I still need to heal in battle. I did too.
Okay, well, that's why you died.
I just used my mobile version. Just gives you instant respawn. You can't die.
That is true. And that's why the DS version, which I played, is what's harder. But anyway, yeah, I think in the 3D version, it is a little bit harder to pinpoint because there's going to be... Because Rosa, the prey, can make so that Rydia is amazing and can spam the MP and stuff, but she also heals. But then Cecil's broken in a lot of ways, and Kain can also be broken in those ways, but Cecil's probably the better pick since you have him the whole game.
Kain Phoenix is just...
And then Edge is just sad as usual. I think he's probably still worse in the 2D version, but anyway. And going back to FF3 really quick before we move on to FF5, because apparently all the FF games came out so quick. I put Devout on the top since... Dude, some people just discount the healers, but Devout...
Stupid.
I mean...
Stupid.
The White Mage does get more spell charges, and you have them throughout the game, but also Devout is going to be, like, the way you beat, like, Iron Giant, the final boss, the final dungeons and stuff. And then I put Black Belt, insane HP, lots of damage, then Viking, which, insane tank. And then I put Warriors, so, like, Warriors still... Like, that's my S tier right there. I don't know why I explained that whole thing. But yeah, Onion Knight is the best, but most people don't want to be doing
I have beaten Final Fantasy 3 2 times in my life. Never have I touched a Devout, and never will I, because it's garbage. Your White Mage is going to be at, like, job level 70. It's way better than to reset all the way over again just so you can cast one better healing spell.
You're also talking to the wrong person, because I also put Onion Knight on top. I am the person... who got everybody to job level 99 on the 3D version when battles are slow as sin. I got everybody to job level 99 and got all the...
alternate mode the entire time.
Dude, it was still only like 3 times speed.
No, it was like 100 times speed.
No, alternate mode is not 100 times speed. Dude, don't tell the whole internet, like 20 viewers of this video. Okay, it's probably more than that. But... like, the few viewers of this video, I use emulators, dude. Just kidding, everyone does. Alright, anyway. Let's move on to FF5. What do we have to say about FF5?
I think that the best job class in FF5 has got to be there's 2 of them. It's either the Necromancer... Actually, no, there's 3. The Necromancer, the Berserker... or the, what's it called? The Dragoon, that's what it is.
Yeah, the Dragoon.
Those 3 are the top 3.
Yeah, like, use them every battle, like, they can, like, kill enemies in one hit. Like, just like FF15 summons, but, like...
But even better.
But, yeah, you can, like...
OP.
Like, quadruple cast them. You know, the Berserker, like, has great magic and can quadruple cast summons.
It learns quadruple cast at, like, level 3 for summon.
Alright, let's actually tell them what the truth is. So, Mime and Freelancer, obviously, in terms of, like... because they're just the ultimate job classes. The Mime is the ultimate magic job, and Freelancer is the ultimate physical job. It's just a tie, because you kind of want 2 of both. But if you're talking other jobs, like a Blue Mage, or Chemist, Summoner, Samurai, Ninja, Mystic Knight, all those are all... White Mage, all those are very good, but, like... honestly, Mime and Freelance are definitely the best. They're meant to be, like, the final jobs. That is one reason why this might be one of the most controversial things I say, but I like FF3 better than FF5. And one of those reasons is because I feel like FF3... because in FF5, everything only has 1 slot anyway, except for Mime and Freelancer, and it's kind of boring because basically you're just, like, required to use Mime and Freelancer as soon as you, like, can, and then spam, like, broken abilities. Whereas in FF3, I felt like it actually had a little more strategy in changing jobs and stuff. That might just be me, though.
Freelancer...
I also probably liked the music in FF3, like, 15 times more. The instrumentation in FF5 kind of sucks, in my opinion. But
the Freelancer, though, isn't only good at the end. There's a couple circumstances, like, if you go to, like, some castle near the beginning of the game, this might be completely false, but you get some ninja sword before you get the ninja, and it gives you like a ton of attack.
Yeah, I think
and
that
if you
happens.
have a freelancer, you can do like 1,000 damage at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, and like, if you're having a really hard time on a boss, you can just swap everyone over to freelancer and get them those 2 job slots and stuff. But yeah, I mean, FF5 is really cool, and obviously, like, I love Galuf, I love all the other characters too, kind of. But like, yes, I think it should be. FF5 is the better game. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now, but I think I just like FF3 better because if I want to play FF5, I'm like, oh, I'm going to go play Blue Dragon instead. But if I want to play FF3, I'm going to be like, let's play FF3.
I think we should go faster.
Yeah, let's go faster. All right, Lufia 1. Okay, you can take this away.
Lufia 1.
I don't play Lufia.
We have
sadly.
the ultimate best character in the game, and that's going to be Harin.
Harin. Yahrun.
And she's the best character in the game because she's got the bow, which hits everyone, and it's just like Artea in the second game, which we'll get to later. The bow, against weaker enemies, if your other characters can't one-shot them, you hit them with the bow, and then the other characters should be able to one-shot them. But if you can, then you just end battle instantly. And also, she has the best magic in the game.
I don't know what they were thinking here. Like, I just read his article, and I was like, bruh, what is the balance in this game? But yeah, the other characters they sound decent, right? There's the heavy hitter, and then you're like... Yeah.
And
the green Aguro just hits, and then Maxim's descendant. Doesn't he have a little? Does he have a little bit of magic?
I think he has the best spell in the game.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have enough MP to use it more than like once.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, that's definitely going to be. Should we tell him how to actually pronounce it?
I have no idea how to actually pronounce
Jaren.
it. I say Jaren.
Yeah, I think that's what most people would say.
But I don't know if it's like Jurin.
Yeah, I don't know. I like
or like
the best.
Urine.
No, okay, we're moving on. FF6. Okay, this is a difference in opinion, and I think
the best character in FF6 is the eject button because you can go play something better.
You suck. Okay, stop. This man be dissing on FF6. He's been talking about... Should I tell him about what you keep saying? He keeps telling me FF15 is better than FF6 recently.
You better gosh dang believe it is.
Dude, this man be smoking something worse than methamphetamine. Like,
I'd rather...
Literally, like... I don't know what's worse than that. I don't know. Is cocaine worse?
It's so good.
I mean, it looks fun, but I mean, FF6 is the best, so... is FF6 my favorite?
No.
It is. It is, right? Yes, it is. It is my favorite FF game. What are you trying to tell me?
Criminal.
No, you're criminal, saying FF15 is better. That's messed up. Anyway, this man... Hey, he's played some good ones. But anyway, so Lufia 1. Wait, what? FF6. Edgar is my favorite. And
he's
what do you
good
say?
at the very beginning because you have the auto crossbow, but then I took him out of my party and never put him back. Is that a problem?
Probably.
I said Terra was the best.
Well, Terra I put in like second, so I'm not gonna.
I don't know. And like her skill, the trance thing, I don't think is very good.
It's broken at the beginning,
it's
right? When
good, but I never use it because I got paranoid that it would get worse. And then I just never
it's kind of
touched
annoying.
It.
Yeah,
but
and
her stats I think are really good.
Her stats, female equipment,
swords,
stuff. I just think, I like Edgar because he can be really insane with the dragon horn and the dragon boots, as well as the whatever Master Scroll Genji glove thing, and also he's really broken in the beginning. Like, this is one where I'd be like Edgar, Terra, Celeste. It's like a 3-way tie. Like, honestly, it doesn't really matter. So I don't really disagree with you. No, Sabin, no. I mean, he's broken at the very beginning of the game. Dude, what is with these notifications, bro? No. Don't install the latest Windows update right now. Okay, anyway. No! Stop giving me notifications. We done? I literally turned off notifications weeks ago, but it still gives them to me. Okay, anyway, let's move on to Live Alive. Which obviously the remake...
It's gotta be Odio, right?
Odio Bright. Dio, my favorite, Odiwan Lee. Anyway, no, the best character in my opinion is going to be the Earthen. No, not the Earthen Master Shifu. Whoever you pick, the disciple. Thank you. I can't even.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, you don't know anything. The disciple, and in my opinion, Lei is the best disciple. I just think that all the Earthen Master Shifu's abilities are broken. You can like have a lot of mobility with them and stuff. And I think she's the best character. Honestly, they did a pretty good job of balancing them. I think Akira and Masaru are definitely worse, but otherwise, they're all pretty solid. And I think Lei was the strongest in my opinion. You could argue Cube being the best healer, or what's the other one I think is really good. Oh, Sundown is broken as heck. But he's also not as versatile. So I think Lei is going to be the best, but yeah. I did a ranking if you want to hear more since there's so many characters in that game, but yeah. Alright, let's move on to Lufia 2. This is one that you're going to be talking about.
And in Lufia 2, the best character we have, it's got to be my man...
Don't say it.
Deos.
Deos from Fantasia? Or is there actually someone named Deos?
No. It's from... No, they're actually... Wait, no, that's Chaos.
No.
No.
Chaos off Skylanders.
Deos is Deos is the final boss.
Isn't there someone named like Jelvis the Soapy Cube or something?
Gels?
Oh, Gels.
That's the capsule monster.
That's in this game.
Yeah. But the actual best is Artea.
Yeah.
Some people might say that Maxim's the best.
It's
Maxim is really good, but Artea, just like Jaren, has the bows, and he's by far the fastest character.
I can't get over Artea being a dude's name. That sounds like... Dude, actually, it's a great name, dude. I should name my daughter that if I ever have a daughter, bro. Artea. Anyway.
I named my Red Mage in FF1.
Anyway, sorry.
So
that sounded really weird.
You got every single spell except for the instant death ones, I think.
Are great.
Artea can have, and instant death ones aren't good, so...
Yeah.
And the stats are really balanced. I think he has the highest average out of all the characters.
Yeah.
So just, you gotta be number one.
All right. Next
problem is he does join the party like last.
That is, yeah.
Which sucks, but it's fine.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're doing the ancient cave, you like kind of really want Artea. So.
Yeah, some people want Dakar because of the Dakar blade, but I feel like Artea is the better choice for the ancient cave because of he's just better.
Yeah,
Dakar's only
well,
good
get rid of
against
Guy.
If you're playing in gift mode, then you can, but if you're actually just playing the game, you couldn't just do that.
Oh, okay. I don't really know. I don't know anything. I just am making stuff up. Oh, all right. Let's move on to Chrono Trigger. You haven't played Chrono Trigger, but Chrono Trigger.
Back to my hidey hole.
Hidey hole. He's not sitting on his chair because he didn't want to move it. Like, bruh. Okay, anyway.
I don't want to sit on my chair.
You should want to sit on your chair. Okay, anyway. Chrono Trigger. It's going to be Robo. There's always going to be, like... I literally got a comment from Veg Esther, which made me laugh so much because he's hilarious. He's like, oh my gosh, his speed is so bad. You cannot be using Robo. He's worse than Frog. I'm like...
You're such a bully.
Dude, Veg Esther's the biggest internet troll. I think he's hilarious. I'm not bullying him. I'm saying he's epic.
But...
Be quiet. That's like his whole career is just to make fun of like random videos and comments. Anyway, he comments on everyone. But anyway, Chrono Trigger Robo is going to be the best. I don't even know if I'd said Robo yet, but has access to like 4 elements, which only Magus has. Is it 4? Maybe that's not. But it's like Flamethrower, the Laser Spin, the Thunder one. Maybe it's just 3. I can't remember. But, and then also the best healing tech in the game, as well as like the best HP, as well as the best healer, one of the best elemental attackers, one of the best physical attackers. His only problem is speed, but you get enough speed capsules throughout the game that you can kind of fix that. And since the max speed is like 13, it's not really that hard to get max speed anyway. That's literally the only problem with Robo. Definitely the best character in the game by a wide margin. Alright. I mean, if you say Chrono or Ayla or something, I'm like, okay. Like, I don't agree with you at all, but like, go ahead. Like, as long as you're not saying like Marl or Frog is the best character, I mean, Frog is the best story-wise, but, like, yeah. Anyway, I think we get it. All right, FF7. I'll also explain FF7 since Seth didn't beat it. But it's going to be Cloud. I might say Eris if you had her the whole time because Great Gospel's broken. But, yeah, Cloud is absolutely busted. Omnislash is broken.
We all know why Cloud's the best, though.
He has the best stats in the game.
No, that's not why. He got the swords! Yeah!
All right. I'm embarrassed. But, yeah, he's, like, the best damage, has some of the best stats. I would say Eris would probably be number 1 if you had her the whole game because her limit breaks are the one that doesn't just deal damage. But, yeah, it's going to be Cloud. You have to have him in your party for basically 95% of the game. And, yeah, like, there's no reason you wouldn't want to use him. And you have to anyway, so you might as well. He's broken. All right, then it's FF Tactics sandwiched in here between FF7 and 8. And, come on. If you've played FF Tactics, you know it's Orlando. Or Orlando. Dude, Rams is okay. He's like...
Rams is the only one I remember.
I think he's behind...
all my knowledge
Agrius, the Reyes or something. I don't even know if I...
All my knowledge of FF Tactics comes from records.
Amelia Duel.
So, does that make me dumb?
That is actually one of the most sad things I've ever heard. Yeah, definitely Orlando, though. He has, like, 3 skill sets from other characters all in one. I don't know what they were thinking here. Like, you could literally, like, almost solo the whole game with just him. It's hilarious, because that's basically what I did. Because I don't know what I was doing. I just used all the named characters and barely used the job system, so honestly, that was really dumb. I was just trying to focus on the story, but next time I play, I'll use, like, Arithmetician and stuff. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. So Orlando's the best character, but the best job is Arithmetician. It's absolutely broken. I didn't really get to use it that much, but yeah, absolutely busted. All right, let's move on to FF8, which, again...
I swear, all the games that I don't know.
All the games you don't know...
next to each other.
Oh, yeah. There's literally 3 games that you don't know, so I'll just go through them really quick. FF8, it's Squall. Zell is, yeah, you can definitely argue Zell, or Selfie with the end, but I think the end is literally so stupid, so. But Squall is just broken. His limit break isn't quite as good as Zell, but for, like, the majority of the game, you can't just, like, spam Aura. I guess you can if you're modifying cards and getting them really early in the game, so I don't know, depending on how you play, but I think Squall... Zell might be better for, like, veterans and stuff, but I think if you're just playing the game once, Squall is the best, especially since he can critical hit whenever you want, as long as you can time button presses correctly. And, yeah, it's Squall or Zell. Like, there's no competition there, but they're both, like, tied for the best. Like, Zell, if you're really good at using Zell, if you're a returning person, if you're modifying cards and stuff, Zell's better, but Squall is easier, more, approachable, all that stuff. Or you could argue Selfie, although I think she's the worst, but you could also say, the end, but I think that's such a dumb thing to rely on, so yeah. And then next is going to be FF9, and I think the best character in the game is going to be Quina for sure. She can do everything, heal, deal damage to multiple people, a frog drop, anything. Like, literally one of the best. Like, I mean, there are some other characters that come close for me, but Queen is definitely the best. But I have some controversial opinions about that game if you want to go watch the video eventually. But yeah, I think Queen is definitely the best. Frog drop, pretty easy way to deal 9,999. Healing, limit glove earlier in the game. Like, there's just so much that Quina has, so use it. Her, him, whatever you want to call Quina. Alright, Paper Mario. I'm going to go with Watt. I just think, you could be like, multi-bonk or charge, wait. Yeah, with Goombario or like, I don't know. I just think Watt is the best. He can break defense for bosses. He can shock the whole enemy team for battles. Let's see, what else can he do? Just some insane crap. I guess that's really what he does, those two things. But I think... and he can buff Mario. So I think that... Sushi is good too. as a full partner. Goombario is great for bosses who don't have defense. Paracarry's decent early in the game. Bow's out of sight is broken and stuff. But I think that Watt is my personal favorite. Yeah, this one's a little debatable. Sushi, Watt, Bow, all up there. I guess Goombario sometimes. Cooper can be really good for not fire enemies, ice enemies, or for dry bones or stuff. They did a really good job of balancing this game. I think that basically I would just say Bombette and Paracarry and Lackluster are going to be at the bottom. Though Cloud9 is really good, and though Shell Shot's good early in the game, and Bombette you can do a bunch of damage, like, go into the battle. I think that they're all great, but my personal favorite is Watt. Alright, this is like your favorite game ever, so FF10.
FF10! The best FF game!
Alright.
Better than 6! A lot better than 6!
I think it's my second favorite FF game, so I'm not going to get mad at you.
Best is going to be Waka.
Yeah, for sure.
Because throughout the game, you kind of need him to hit those bird stupid things, and his attack, I mean, obviously, the spear grid doesn't really change anything, but he's got some decent things on the sphere grid, right?
Yeah, so like earlier in the game...
Is he the one that gets the extract things? Or is that...
Everybody gets extract ones. He gets extract ability, I'm pretty sure.
So the good one.
Yeah. Does he get extract ability?
I don't know. Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares.
His overdrive
attack reels
is the good one.
Absolutely broken. Like,
amazing.
Here's the thing about this game. Like, who cares who you use early in the game? Honestly, I'd say early in the game, like, Lulu, Orin, and Tidus is going to be, like, the best. But, like, honestly, it doesn't really matter who you use for most of the game. Or, I guess Yuna is also very good. But it's mostly just talking who is going to, like, beat the Dark Aeons the fastest, really. And that's going to be Waka. I think Riku is also a very close second. And Tidus and Yuna are also very good. But Riku has more versatility, can do some crazy stuff, great healing and buffing and stuff. But she sucks early in the game. There's, like, stealing is basically all she can do. Or taking 2 turns, which can be nice if you want to, like... And Mix is always good, but that's basically all she can do early in the game. And Waka can literally do, like, 1.6 million damage.
Yeah.
Like, pretty easily. Like, I mean, I guess you have to grind. But it's... Except for, like, the Dark Aeons, like, you can just easily do 1.6 million damage to the final boss. It only has, like, what, 300,000 health or something wacky like that, so... it's kind of funny. Alright, let's move on to Lufia 3, which you will be talking about.
Lufia 3, the best character, is close to between Wayne and Malphus, but we gave the edge to Wayne because he has he's the main character, he's got the red hair, he's got the swords, and you have him throughout the whole game.
He also sings Bohemian Rhapsody.
What?
You don't get that reference. They might, though. Anyway,
I have no idea what the heck you're talking about. But isn't that like
Wayne's World or something?
Or something?
Yes, I'm talking about in Wayne's World.
What the heck is Wayne's World?
Okay,
I don't give a frick.
Just move on. Keep going.
He's got the...
Let's go. Alright, Wayne and Malphus. Just
because
going.
Wayne has magic, and he's literally just Maxim. And Maxim's literally just the hero on Lufia 1. They're all the same.
So basically there's no Artea/Harim character in this game.
Yeah, there's not.
Yeah, so.
And Malphus is really good because she's like your best healer. And you actually need to heal in battle in this game.
Yeah, I've heard this a lot. My gosh, stop.
And also Wayne has the red spiritual force, which is the best, and he gets a lot of the best, what are they called, IP attacks, techniques, whatever the heck you want to call them, in the game that other people can't get. I mean, some of them, like, I think he's the only one that can use Head Crush, which is quite good, especially if you're trying to get the Gades equipment from the stupid dumb guys.
I feel really stupid right now. I was just like, Gades? Like, actually, I know what Gades is. Never mind.
And like, some of the other ones are good. And, like, Randolph can use them, but Randolph... What is that HP?
His HP's like 128.
It's literally 100 at the end of the game.
Although he has good
It's
spiritual
embarrassing.
force, right? Like really good spiritual force.
What the heck are you talking about?
Wait, I thought he
He's
has
got
like a
red,
good buff
too.
or something.
He's got red too, which is good.
I just know someone said that you like kind of should definitely have him in your party. I don't know.
Because he's got red.
Yeah, that's what I know what I was saying with the one time I read a Lufia 3 game FAQ for no reason.
Okay.
Anyway,
Just go on.
let's move on to
I
FF10
have to
2.
go back in hibernation again for 3 more games.
Oh, 3. That's not too bad. FF10 2. It's weird because I don't know. Basically, you can just spam the Dark Knight for like half the game and stuff. I don't know. I really do like the battle system in this game. It's one of the few like saving graces. But like this is one of those games where it's too easy for its own good. Like I'm all good with easy games like Piece Odyssey, where like it's still fun and you can still like fully utilize the battle system. But here you beat things before you can even use your garment grids and dress sphere changes and all this stuff. And it's a very elaborate battle system that really couldn't be put into full display. But anyway, Mascot is kind of broken. It's basically combining 3 jobs for each character, and then you slap them onto the character, and they also get extra abilities. So it's honestly broken. Why did I say 3 jobs? Is that... Maybe it's only 2 jobs for each person. I can't really remember. But they get jobs, skills they've learned from other jobs. They get new skills, insane stats. The Mascot, like in FF5, it's just an ultimate job class for each character. There are a couple of other good jobs, like the Psychic is a very solid one. Dark Knight's very solid. Lady Luck can be very good. So there's definitely some other options there, but the Mascot is just the ultimate job class, honestly. So the next is going to be Tales of Symphonia, which I'm playing right now. I absolutely love this game. And I technically haven't completed it, but I did my research, and it's just pretty obvious who I think is the best. And it's going to be Rain. A lot of people are like, oh, just use items. And I'm like, bruh, like the wait time on items. I mean, yes, it takes a long time to cast Rain's magic, but she's basically the only healer in the game. Yes, Zelos and Kratos and Regal can kind of heal, but yes, and the items, and if you really just want to walk around, flirt with a bunch of ladies, whatever, however you pronounce his name, walk around, flirt with a bunch of ladies, and get a bunch of energy tablets, sure. Like, if that's what you want to do, but you can't do that in Silveron anyway. And on top of that, Rain has very good light magic, so she's a great healer, great light magic, and even if you're like, I just want to use items, she has like acuteness, she has photon, which is honestly one of the most broken abilities in the game during that point in the game. She has just so many other things on top of being the best healer as well, and I just think she's fantastic. And you only really want to have one mage in this game, because if you have Rain and Sheena and Genus at the same time, they start interfering with each other and it's kind of annoying. But like, yeah, I think Rain is definitely the best because she's your healer and she's also very capable of doing other things. So yeah. And then next is going to be the 1,000-Year Door, which this game, I honestly think the first Paper Mario is more balanced when it comes to how good the partners are. But in this game, it's quite obviously Goombella, in my opinion. Yes, there are going to be times where like Yoshi or... Honestly, I think Madame Flurry is a really good partner too, as a tank and stuff. Like, Madame Flurry, Koops, Yoshi, all have like their uses. I mean, all of them really do. Like, Vivian can hide you from strong attacks, or Admiral Bobbery can kind of tank. I think Admiral Bobbery's the worst. Or Miss Mouse can heal you, or, which is kind of trash, but can steal items or whatever. Like, there's a lot of things you can do here. Or Flurry can tank, or Koops can be a really good ground ally and shield you and stuff. Like, it's still kind of balanced, but also Yoshi has like the most broken attacks, the most versatility in his attacks, but also Goombella is truly the best because she can give Mario another turn, and giving Mario another turn is better than anything you can ever do with a partner. And on top of that, she also has multi-bonk for a huge portion of the game, which is a boss killer. It's just as broken as Power Bounce. So honestly, Goombella is easily the best partner in my opinion. All the other ones are still useful and you can still use them, but Yeah. All right, let's move on to Blue Dragon.
I'm back. Because I like Blue Dragon.
Okay, Blue Dragon did a great job of balancing the jobs. I will say, that, well, shadow classes, I guess. But if you're playing in normal mode, you don't really ever need to use support magic or barrier magic, which is kind of sad. Or Guardian. I think it's kind of sad because those classes are really fun to use. They're, like, actually pretty necessary in hard mode. Like, the amount of times I casted Sleep and Poison on enemies was actually kind of crazy. Sleep is dang good, bro. Because the enemies would go so fast that you had to put some of them to sleep or else you'd get kind of owned. Hard mode is way more fun in my opinion, but anyway, it's really balanced. I would say the only job that is like worse than the other ones is the assassin. Like, for sure, the only one that I feel like really is worse is the assassin. However, we're going to go generalist here because why?
I mean, it's not good. Its stats are abysmal.
You don't get any stat bonuses.
Literally crap. But it's just like kind of an FF5, but even better because instead of you get one extra skill slot, you get 8.
Yeah,
and you can put them on your other characters,
and you can also
your
get
other jobs,
special accessories,
and you get special accessory, and 3 more accessory slots. What is this?
Yeah, so
like you need to use the generalist, or else you're
if you want
bad time playing the game.
Yeah, it's basically this is your way of the game being really fun. Like if you don't use the generalist ever, the game's going to be boring. First of all, I mean, your mages can get away with not using generalist for like the first half of the game because you know the mages get like no abilities, but if you want the attackers to like have any worth, basically, you kind of have to use the generalists, and they can give you 8 slots for skills and give you 3 accessories. So honestly, it's so good. Like, use the generalist, please. It's so fun. All right, let's move on. I think, unless you have anything else to say. All right, here's another argue one. I think, are we arguing on this one? Yep, we are. Super Paper Mario.
Pass out, bro. Did I say Bowser?
Yes, you said Bowser.
I said Bowser.
Why are you about to pass out?
I'm tired as frick. It's like 12:30 a.m.
Okay, we don't need to talk about that. Just kidding.
Bowser does literally double damage. I don't think I need to say anything else. And he breathes fire like.
So he has long range attacks. Yeah, and he can do double damage. And
I'm only really but like if there's no enemies around, he's abysmal. I already used that word in the past 1 minute. I probably shouldn't say it.
No, it's fine.
But
we're only talking about in battle. Like everyone has their uses outside. I guess Bowser doesn't have his uses outside of battle, but
but double damage. Put like Dudley on. Use a bone and cut, and you're doing 8 times damage, and you one-shot everything.
Yeah, that's true. I like to use a little bit more of a defensive approach. Obviously, like, Seth here's like, oh, let's do damage, and I'm like, healers! But I think that Peach is my favorite because her umbrella literally just blocks anything. Like, Bowser's great and can do twice as much damage, but also Peach can block any damage. Like, I mean, I guess you can do that with Barry, but you have to, like, perfectly time everything. Whereas Peach, you can just put an umbrella over your head and never, ever have to, like, you can easily, like, get away with never getting hit in any boss fight if you use Peach. I think it's pretty easy, but, I mean, some people might not, but that was I like it that way. But, yeah, I get it. Bowser's, like, just as good. If you are trying to tell me that Mario or Luigi is better in a boss fight, I might laugh at you. But if you tell me Bowser, Luigi's OP in Bone Tail and Rack Tail, I'll tell you that. But not Bone Tail, Bone Chill and Rack Tail. Like, I will agree. And Peach is also my favorite to control outside of. I mean, like Mario for flipping. No, because what? No, because like floating around with the umbrella is really fun too. Anyway, all right, let's move on to Lost Odyssey. We also have a difference of opinion here. You want to guess who Seth's favorite character is? How hard can this be? I think it's Brighton is his favorite character. Me, dude. Just kidding. Seth's favorite character is Seth. So tell him why.
Because she's like slightly less powerful Kime with 5 times better casting time and more speed.
Yeah, so Kime has a bit more HP and attack but also she has the 1 attack time and like not too bad of a casting time. And those stats are much harder to increase in HP. You can easily get max HP with Seth, even if you just put HP max up 1 on. So, I mean, like, yeah, Seth is definitely the better character over Kaim or Ming. But I personally thought Sarah was better because magic casters are more versatile in this game. And, like, Leveler can be, like, broken and stuff. And I just think magic is a little bit more useful. They did a great job of...
Magic is very useful. And one spell in particular, Reversa, is the best spell in the game.
And
it is better on attackers.
Yeah, and then like the rings are also very good.
20 damage, but I'm just
later, but that's like
making an argument.
It's all, that's only for like level 99 anyway. But it's 279 or something. But anyway, that's a little bit much. But yeah, it's like. Yeah, Seth, like, the rings are really good. Like, physically attacking is very good in this game. I just think magic is better. But what I love about this game is that, like, with how guard condition works, you still definitely need physical attackers. Like, no matter what. To tank and stuff, so. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Final Fantasy IV, The After Years, which Seth is currently playing right now. But I don't know if he's gotten to the point where he...
Nope, I'm still just grinding for that Mind Flayer summon. I'm on level 52 now.
In Rydia's Tale. In the PSP version, the level cap is 30, I think, for Rydia's Tale or something. Maybe it's 50. It's something. Like, you can't even get that high. It's kind of funny, and I feel bad for you. But I didn't even try to get that, because the Mind Flayer kind of sucks, but whatever. Final Fantasy IV, The After Years. You are... I don't need to say anything about drugs anymore, but... You're ballistic, bro, if you don't think that Golbez is the best character. He is the best tank, the top 3 physical attackers, and top 3 magic casters. He has top 3 of every stat. He can paralyze enemies, which isn't really anything, but also he can paralyze enemies. I don't know. And he has great health, great equipment, can equip most of the best equipment in the game. So Golbez is just absolutely broken. He can do whatever. I mean, Edge, Kane, Cecil, Theodore, they're all great, but really Golbez is the best. He's one of the best characters, most overpowered characters of all time, in my opinion. Alright, Vesperia. What do you say about Vesperia?
The best character is going to
Do we agree here?
I think so.
Vesperia?
Oh, wait. No, wait.
You didn't argue with me here, but you can change your mind.
I say Rita's the best character.
Yeah, same.
Yuri is really good, too. If you're, regular battles, probably Yuri.
Yeah, the thing, in my opinion, they did a really good job of balancing this game. They, even who I would say is the worst character, Estelle, is still really good in most battles and boss fights. The problem is Estelle and Judith are the worst because of their terrible AI.
The 2 that I ever used.
No, I know, but Judith is awesome if you're controlling her, and so is Estelle. But it's really balanced. So if you but Estelle also can be kind of trash in boss fights that are moving around all the time and stuff. But I guess Rita is too. But Rita's just broken. Over limit, you can do all sorts of crap.
Tractor Beam, Mystic Drive. Tractor Beam, Mystic
Drive.
It's
too broken.
Can destroy every single boss.
I mean, Yuri,
in the mid-game.
Once you get, the skills later, Yuri comboing people into a wall is, just as good. So, I mean, Yuri's definitely second. Just depends. I also think that Patty is top tier. No. Seth hates Patty, though, because he's an idiot. But also... Raven has some broken abilities Love Shot and Time Stop or whatever, and Tempest. Some other nice ones Glimmer of Heaven and stuff. Carol's debuffing, repeats item skills, and being almost as powerful as Yuri. And also having a small hitbox. Who else are we missing? Flynn, just being Flynn. That was a really bad explanation. Being a tank healer, damage healer. Anyway, I just wanted to say everyone is pretty good, but nothing can be broken like Rita can. So, yeah. All right, Blue Dragon Plus. We literally made this decision 5 minutes before this video. I think they're all pretty good. judging, you can have like whatever units you want at any point. It's not really.
Not really.
Kind of. Well, you have to split them between the parties, but like you can have a law at once.
The best is Servant Mech Robot.
No. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You can build the mecha robos, but I'm just gonna have to say Xillia is the best because a lot of people can do great damage, and like I was almost gonna put Jiro here, but then I was like, there's items, but like Xillia can instant kill enemies, she can debuff enemies, and I think that's enough to just say, yeah, defense break, and she just is amazing in any party. Like healing, yes, Jiro I would say is second best, but like, or I don't know, I guess Himiko too is also a good healer. And there's a lot of good damage dealers, like insane stuff like Fashira, Prince King Jabral. Like, honestly, they did a good job. Like, everyone's pretty good, but also I just think Xillia, like instant killing enemies, and it always works, and just debuffing, like it's really good. All right, let's move on to Final Fantasy Dimensions, which personally my favorite is the Memorist, but also like.
Oh, I got another hiatus.
Yes, you get a hiatus. FF Dimensions, Memorist is like my favorite, but you have to like know exactly what you're doing with Memorist, otherwise it's kind of dumb. I would say, and if you have a bunch of F abilities and stuff, like even Light Freelancer buffed up, or yeah, like if you have good fusion abilities, it doesn't matter what job you are. Like honestly, you just want to pick a job with the most health and defense. But if you're just like casually playing through the game, Summoner is easily going to be the best by the end of the game. They can do so many good things. Heal, damage, and it's not even that hard to store MP in this game. So yeah, if you're breaking the game with fusion abilities, basically just pick someone with good health and defense. But let's be real, unless you're using a guide, you're not going to get all the good fusion abilities because it's actually hard because you have to like use them like 50 times, but like use abilities like 50 times before you can even get fusion abilities sometimes. So it's kind of crazy. So Summoner, yes, if you're just going through the game, or what, basically any job if you have the right fusion abilities. All right. Next, let's move into what is the next? Golden Sun Dark Dawn. Golden Sun Dark Dawn. This game came out after FF Dimensions. That is weird. You sure about that? That makes sense. I guess it makes sense. That's weird. That is weird. Anyway, I said that so many times. Golden Sun Dark Dawn, this was hard. Sveta or Matthew, but I'm just going to choose Matthew. He has the Soul Blade. His insane weapon unleashes, which I feel like Sveta doesn't really have. Yes, Sveta is insane, like her beast form Synergy is absolutely crazy. But Matthew, you have like the whole game, and he's always a great attacker, has great HP and stuff. I personally think Sveta is my favorite, but, you know, just Matthew, I feel like he's the best. So, really close, though, there. And then, next is going to be FF4 Interlude. I almost didn't include this on here, it's kind of dumb, but I'm just going to say Cecil. He's the one character you have the whole time. And kind of like Seth's argument for FF4. And, like, Rosa Elite is in your party for one battle. Palom and Porum kind of there for a while, but like this game is so easy, like you don't even really need to worry about them. Like this, like Seth was saying earlier, like Cecil's healing can get you through this one, but I mean that's Edge and Young and stuff are there, but honestly just Cecil here. I didn't really, yeah. All right, Tales of Xillia. This one is hard. I don't really even know, because I would say the only character that isn't tied for best is Leia. I think she's a little worse than Jude and just basically a weirder Jude. But otherwise, every other character is really, really, really good. And I just decided to go with Elise since she's the best healer. But, like, honestly, they did so. Tales games honestly do really good. At least the newer ones. Symphonia, it's not as balanced. But, like, Vesperia, other than the fact the AI kind of sucks on two of them, that was really hard to choose the best one. But, yeah, again, if I can't come up with something, I'm just picking the healer, so that's what I did here. So, yeah, let's move on. Ni no Kuni. We're only talking about, Seth, get off your hiatus. Ni no Kuni, we're only talking about characters. We will make a familiar ranking on this channel eventually, but that's going to take a while. We're just going to talk about characters here. What do you think?
I mean, we gotta go with the character that basically makes the game possible in the first
and
place.
fun. Yeah, Esther. She can capture familiars, so basically that's... And her songs are also amazing.
AI is the worst thing to ever grace this earth.
Yeah, that's the worst part about Ni no Kuni.
But
I would literally pay like $200 to get a copy of Ni no Kuni where the AI is just awesome. Because the AI kind of is the one thing that isn't amazing about this game. But yeah, her AI just decides that, oh, I'm going to use a harp, or oh, I'm going to go attack with my freaking Drongo. Like, who thinks that? Anyway. We should just make a whole video talking about that. But anyway, yeah, Esther's the best. She can tame things. And yeah, her health and her MP are less than desirable, but also her songs are amazing. Did you ever use her songs, Seth? They buff the entire party for certain buffs. And yeah, her healing is good too.
Also, another thing is she has affinity towards the beast creatures, which you put the Griffey and
Griffies.
you kill everything for
insane.
the first 3/4 of the game.
Yeah, it's kind of sad how good that is. But yeah, Ni no Kuni, Esther. I mean, Oliver is great in boss battles. So is Marcuson. Like, they're both great. Their spells. Swain is... If Marcuson you had the whole game too, I'd probably say Swain is the worst character. But I mean, his gun attacks, if you like get high attack speed, can actually be really good and can take you out of harm and stealing.
Badges in the Cad's Canyon.
It's so good.
No, I think that's the magic one. The other one.
Yeah.
And then just
Mask Thief's Magnum.
100,
It's really good. Except like the only time it's even good against like the Guardian of the Worlds. Like, his gun can be really good. So I don't know. They're all very good, but Esther, yeah, being able to capture familiars is really what makes her the best. All right, next is going to be Fantasy Life, which is this your favorite game?
Yes.
This is Seth's favorite game, which is funny.
It's
but
amazing. Play it. Do it.
All right, so
if you're
you should talk about it.
I don't care if you're sneaking this in the back of a classroom or something dumb like that. Just leave. Go find a 3DS and find a copy of this game and play it immediately.
I think Seth almost went into cardiac arrest when Fantasy Life I. Weren't you like literally face down on the floor, just like reveling in disbelief?
I think it was in class.
No, I remember you flopping out on the floor like a freaking snow angel with your face down on the floor, and you were like yelling or something.
Your memory is better than mine, so you're probably right.
He was so excited about Fantasy Life I. And we went to our lunch group at school and started, like, freaking out about it. And we're like, we're more excited about this than Tears of the Kingdom. And everyone was just like, you guys are idiots. And I'm like, if you're saying I'm an idiot for saying Fantasy Life is amazing, then you're an idiot. So anyway, Fantasy Life, though, great game. And we're going to go with Odin or Xillia. I think that's fair. Xillia is a great healer, and Odin is an insane damage dealer.
Odin is just epic.
Yeah, he's so good.
He's like, I mean...
Noelia is also...
giant.
He does so much damage, and Xillia is a great healer and damage dealer.
And they're pretty easy to... They're not like those ones... You can just get them in the story, right? Because Odin, as soon as you complete the Almagique thingy, you just go to the castle or whatever and talk to him, and then he joins up.
And another one that's good, Noelia is good. Not quite as good as Xillia because she can't heal, but her damage is better. So if you're just going full damage... I disagree, but whatever. Anyway.
I accidentally ran away from a mine.
But also, so some people are like, oh my gosh, the paladin dude, or oh my gosh, the magic person, or oh my gosh, the mercenary dude, or oh my gosh, the queen. I'm like... Okay, but a lot of those are DLC, or you have to complete insane quests. And yes, they're probably, like, they are better, but they're so much less accessible. And by the time you actually get those guys, I mean, there is still stuff to do, but not nearly as much. So Odin and Xillia are just, I think, the best picks here. Alright, let me talk about FFD2 real fast. F Dimensions 2. I'm going to go Amo. She's the best healer, an amazing damage dealer, great buffer. Honestly, all that crap. I mean, there's probably like 30 minutes of that game where Amo isn't the best character. It's like insane how good she is for most of the game. There's one part where Journey just is basically better like right after you get Healara and right before you get Fire Song. But otherwise, Amo's the best character in the game, easily. Like, Parai is also really good for a lot of the game, but he also is kind of bad at the end. Morrow's really good at the end, but kind of bad earlier. Same with Rieg. Like, Amo's the only character that's fantastic the whole game, so I think that makes her the best. Alright, Dragon Quest XI really fast. I'm going to go with Eric. It's hard. Eric, Veronica, whatever. I think Eric is the boss killer and Veronica is the battle killer. Like, the hero's great, versatile, so Vondo is really good at certain things, but also not as good at other things. Rab would be good, except, Serena, yeah, is a good healer. Jade, a good damage dealer. But I just think Veronica or Eric, definitely. I just want to mention Rab really fast. I wish he was so much better. He's like the red mage, and he could be really good, except you can switch your characters in battle. So why would I take a red mage when I can just, like, swap in a black mage or a white mage? I think it's a little bit odd. But anyway, yeah, Eric is the boss killer, Veronica is the battle clearer, and yeah, those two are my favorites. But I just love the whole thing about putting a status ailment on an enemy and doing 6 times damage. It's one of the most fun combos in any game. Love Eric. And he's kind of hot. And I don't really say that about guys that much, but he also looks like Seth Ballmore from Lost Odyssey. Yeah, honestly, I actually, like, kind of crush on Eric. And I'm straight as a pole, so actually I'm probably not, but, you know, a little bit squigglier. But anyway, let's talk about Octopath Traveler 1. You played this game a bit, but says the second worst character is the best.
Ulbricht's worst.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, not second worst. Third worst? Fourth worst?
Who's the best?
The best is going to be... Frick, who is it? Oh, I said Alphen is the best because his concoct ability
I never used
is just
but he is
broken. Like, I feel like Alphen's the only character in the game where he doesn't need a secondary job class to be good, because concoct is just an amazing ability. Especially if you have Doter's Charity, you can get 4 BP on your whole party or just full heal. Like, yes, it isn't... The thing is, just anyone can be at least decent if you have the right secondary job on them, but Alphen's already just cracked without a secondary job. Like, it took me like 40 minutes to even just choose a secondary job for him because I literally didn't need one, so... I'm not even joking there. I wish I was joking, but, like, I was literally trying to ponder for a while what job. I think I ended up putting Starseer on him, but then I put it on Ophelia, and then I just had an identity crisis. I think I ended up giving him, like, Merchant for hired help. I don't even remember what I did. It was too long ago. Anyway, let's talk about One Piece Odyssey real fast.
Achievement unlocked.
Did you get Mind Flayer?
No, I got 200,000 gil.
Oh my gosh. He's playing Final Fantasy IV after you.
One Piece Odyssey, the best character is Frankie. He doesn't join until like halfway through the game. But you know what? I don't give a dang because he can buff his attack to oblivion. He can do 50,000 damage with Iron Boxing and Cola Charge. And his MP kind of sucks. Or TP, I can't even remember.
But it's so easy.
TP.
The accessories.
You can give him an accessory that just completely negates that.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
And boom.
You forgot about Frankie Radical Beam.
Frankie Radical Beam's also
probably
good.
Like one of the best abilities in the game.
Because it just obliterates every single enemy.
Yeah. So good.
And then, like, if you give him a critical rate 100% accessory...
Oh my gosh.
That you can make, but because you get a critical plus 17 crown, you do it till you double it, and then you do 3 of those. So then you have critical plus 103% or 102%.
Yeah. I mean, in a game where
it kills everything.
In a game where most of the characters are just deal damage, I mean, like...
No, I got a 3rd power armlet.
I mean, in a game where most of the characters are deal damage, like Chopper, I guess Healer. I mean, they're different, obviously, but it's just who can really dish out the most damage, and that's Frankie. Like, I mean, Chopper, nice healer. Broken his new wall and his, like, ice bust. But, like, no one can buff their attack that much. And no one can deal that much damage. So Frankie really is the best. Alright, and last on this list, it's been forever. And this will be updated every year probably. So this will be fun. And sorry, guys, we have not played that many RPGs. I mean, we've played quite a bit, but not as many as I thought we had. But the last on this list is going to be Octopath Traveler. My chair. Octopath Traveler 2, which is basically this whole channel at this point, which I'm finally done with all my Octopath Traveler 2 videos, unless I get weird requests like all outfits ranked. That'll be fun. But Octopath Traveler 2, I'm going to go with Hikari. Alright, throughout the whole game, I would go like Casty, same thing as Alphen with like Concoct being broken. But endgame, Hikari, oh my gosh, learned skill. Like, at one point I thought Quino was the best blue mage ever, but basically Hikari
what
is.
What about Kimmery?
Go die. Anyway, learned skill, you can do so many crazy things. You can make yourself invincible, you can do insane amounts of damage, you can boost from beyond, you can merciless blade. You can get whatever you want, basically, and just get broken. Like, I don't even know. Hikari's absolutely busted. Oh my gosh. You forgot a game.
What game?
Eternal Sonata. We'll talk about that after this. Dang it, we went in release order this whole time and forgot about Eternal Sonata. Anyway, but yeah, Hikari's just absolutely broken with the learned skill and stuff. So yeah. Alright, we'll talk about Eternal Sonata now. I didn't expect to be talking about Eternal Sonata, but the best character, it's kind of weird. So I'm going to say the best and my favorite. So like throughout the game, Viola's the most broken, and then she becomes kind of bad at the end game. Kind of like Cyrus and Octopath 1. But anyway, she's so good throughout the game, but then she just kind of gets outclassed late in the game. Falsetto is what a lot of people say is the replacement for Viola, like the best character late game. Or Salsa as a second. But honestly, yes, she's the late game character of this game, but I'm going to say March is my favorite character in the game. Yes, I would say Falsetto and Viola and Salsa are probably better, but in terms of just how I like to play the game, build insane amounts of echoes and just deal crazy attacks, I personally thought that March was my favorite character. I was doing crazy stuff with March, but that's just me, and she's a late game character. So throughout the game, yeah, Viola, yeah, Falsetto, Salsa, Allegretto. They did like most of the there's a lot of good characters, but March was my favorite to play as and my favorite to use. So yeah, if that says anything, but probably Viola would be the pick here. Anyway, thank you guys all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. It was long, but as always, we like to go in depth instead of just being. I know a lot of people would rather just have a quick video, but I don't want to be generic. I want to give as much information as possible, and although that includes some rants from time to time, I'd rather have in-depth videos that some people will click off of than have generic videos that say like 3 words about each character and then have a 6-minute video covering 50 games. So thank you guys all for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, check out rpgrank.com, check out some other videos on the channel, check out the merch down in the description. Request games, comment, whatever. Sorry we haven't played more games. We're trying, but we're busy with high school. You know how that is. But have anything to say, Seth?
I want to summon.
He wants the Mind Flayer summon.
Hurts.
And he wants to go to bed. The back hurts. Your back hurts because you didn't decide to sit in the chair.
Yes, my back does hurt because
so
I didn't
bad.
decide to sit in the chair.
You're so bad. Alright, thank you guys all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. And peace out, RPG nerds. See you in the next video.
Bye.